So the painting on the cover of this month's Chronogram is a painting I was based on my great-great-grandfather's disappearance. A giant Yeti or Sasquatch had thrown him off the top of the mountain. And it's kind of like our family lore, our family legend of how my great-grandfather was killed in that way. So I painted that painting to commemorate him. I kind of have themes. There's some themes in my work that I return to again and again, and the Yeti is one of those for me. The Yeti Sasquatch, or I call them the winter Sasquatch. They have white coats. But categories of my paintings are really interesting. I think I have a new series that I'm excited to show, I think at K-Mocha in January, of Christians being fed to the lions. And as I started doing them, I thought, well, lions, why, you know, just lions, tigers, bears, alligators, elephants. So we have a whole bestiary of paintings. Sharks eating people is a big theme of mine. So for a friend of mine, he saw a bunch of my themes and he asked me to paint him a painting with all the themes inside of it. So I have Christians being fed to sharks with their babies being fed to sharks. I realize babies are worse than adults. With an orgy in the background and like a temple and these a Roman-like governor and his wife watching and laughing while this is going on. So I always like to add like another element, right? So if you get 2 elements in conflict, then you could have 3 elements in conflict, maybe 5 elements in conflict. I'm doing a bunch now of lightning, like of lightning striking and horrifying people, which is funny to me. I did notice that in the Mother Nature show at the Dorsky, all the work to Mother Nature was kind of reverential, like, oh dear Mother Nature. Except I just recently crossed my mind that recently mine was the only one where humans were actually being attacked by Mother Nature, which I thought was kind of nice. A little bit, for me, realistic. So I always make art from the point of view of the person who has to look at the art. So I paint what I would want to see in a museum. I don't paint from the point of view of an artist, say, who's in a gallery trying to express their feelings or their emotions. I'm absolutely conceptual about my paintings in the way that I'm painting them on purpose to freak people out because I want them to be seen. Like I'm not expressing thoughts or things about my life or just dealing with formalist matters like squares and cubes and shapes and what does geometry mean. To me, that's like, it's kindergarten. So therefore, what do you want to see in a museum? I want to see mayhem when I go to a museum. And I got an idea that like my paintings, if I could get into like the Metropolitan Museum at night and paint on the paintings, the landscapes, add things like goats being slaughtered and war battle scenes. So that's kind of my goal.
You're a harsh man.